The reason I think my step grandfather, who was like my father figure, I think he let me watch horror movies when I was young because he could tell I was gonna be creative one day. He can see an artist, a genius, and because he knows I'm gonna be a good person, and this world is dark, evil, and cruel, and rough, even harsh, just like a horror movie. And as a black man, and we get the hard edge of the stick in society just like a horror film, my step grandfather dealt with it. He was born in 1939 in West Philadelphia. My father wasn't in my life. My stepfather was battling demons, trying to fight him off with his vice. That was fucking up his life. People can change and grow out of their mistakes and become better people. Seeing some of my black brothers and sisters glorifying black on black crime is a horror movie itself. Well, my step grandfather, who inspired my creativity with film and horror movies, even oldies like music from the 1950s to 1960s, he made me understand music. But the crazy thing about it, the people that I love when y'all make mistakes because I won't try so hard to be perfect and learn how to grow out of my mistakes. Back in 2012 in December when I was 15 years old, the music I grew up with was Eminem, Slim Shady, Big L, Brother Lynch. I rapped about killing and crazy shit cause I was doing horrorcore. It's a genre like Tyler Creator did, and Tyler really inspired my music in high school. Listening to Goblin, listening to Bastard, because I was born 1997, So I was really in high school listening to that. Because I wanted to be an off. Look, just because I rap about crazy shit don't mean I'll do it in real life. Or I want to do it. It's for shock value. I love horror. The same way like actors and actresses can play serial killers, I was role playing as a serial killer in my raps in high school from 14 all the way to 18. But back in 2012, I used to write poems for my high school crush. And at the lunch table we sat. Look, the lunch table we sat at had a dark sense of humor. I did it because I watched South Park, Family Guy, The Boondocks, so they love dirty jokes, and we joked around a lot. So I used to make my high school. Look, here's the crazy thing about it. I used to make my high school crush blush, right? And shit, she lied and said no, I didn't, and all that shit, like whatever, and try to switch up. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like she can say whatever she wants to. If that's how she looks at it. Like, but I'm here to tell the truth. Like I really was just trying to be funny. Like I grew up watching South Park, The Boondocks, Family Guy. They watched that stuff too. They had dark sense of humor too. But when I do it's weird. But when they do it, it's funny. I don't know. So basically, I wanted to make my crush blush because I used to write poems about her. She used to read it and she used to blush. So I was just wanted to just be like funny. I was just being just a goofer. Just for my table just to laugh because they were fucking with me at the table and I just wanted people to laugh. So I made like a R&B The Weekend or Nah type of porno poem, right? Just to be funny. But while I was writing it last night, I was watching like a Ted Bundy interview, like a documentary, and I used to do hardcore. Back in high school, I used to do hardcore music because I fuck with Tyler. Fuck with Eminem. They were rapping about that crazy shit. And I had a computer, so I looked him up and saw his interviews on YouTube and shit, and all the shit that he did. So I was like, all right, let me write this other letter because I want to write some raps and shit like that. I want to write some hardcore raps. I want to build up some ammunition, some dark bars and all that shit, and just role play as this serial killer in my raps and shit. So just from his like point of view. So basically, the next day, at the same time, I had two sheets of paper on the desk in class. I was writing the horrorcore lyrics because I used to write lyrics in class and shit. I wasn't really paying attention to school like that. I was writing lyrics like the horrorcore lyrics with Ted Bundy, the horrorcore, gore, blood, and the fucked up shit, doing horrorcore. Then the right side, I was writing the sexual poem from my high school crush, just for us to laugh at. I don't know why it was funny to us. We were just inappropriate teenagers. We all had a dark sense of humor. They played with me with it. I played with them with it. It was just all jokes. Even they played with my high school crush with it, and she was just laughing off and shit like that. So I just thought she would just be cool with it and shit. So I was writing it in class, and my teacher almost looked at it. So I just stacked the papers and just put it in my book bag fast because I didn't want him to read it and shit. Because teachers be petty and read it out loud in class and shit. So I just put it in my book bag. So when lunch came around, I forgot that I stacked the papers together, and I gave it to them, and they all started reading it. But they were reading the inappropriate Ted Bundy hardcore fucking letter. And one of my friends was like, "Yo, bro, don't give it to her." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right. I feel like if I give this to her, she's gonna think I'm weird. I feel like did a bit too much." But I didn't know that they were reading the horror lyrics, like the hardcore horror lyrics, like with the Ted Bundy shit I was writing like yesterday. I didn't know that because I forgot I stacked it because this was like 3 periods later, going to lunch and shit. Because I was writing it in class early morning and shit. So I told her about it, and she said she wanted to read it. I told her, no, you're not going to read it because I don't want you to look at me in a weird way. And she said, I'm not. And she kept begging me and begging me and begging me. And I kept saying, no, no, no. I said no to her over like 5 times. And she said, just please let me read it. I'm not going to, judge you or anything. And I was like, okay. So I let her read it. She read it. She didn't say anything. She walked away. And I was like, I'm not like that. I'm just joking around. We're just all joking and stuff like that. It's just for jokes. Like, if I really wanted to do that to you, and stuff like that, I would have literally not showed, them niggas. I would just show it to you personally, but this is just for jokes. We joke around at the table all the time. She said, yeah, I understand, Rod. Don't worry about it. I know. We're just joking and shit. I was like, oh, thank God, all that shit. So then 2 periods later, I got called down to the office. He told the fucking school literally saying I was going to have sex with her dead body. And then the crazy thing about it, like months and months later, after she came back from school, because she didn't want to come back to school because of me. And the crazy thing about it, she was already going through some fucked up shit, but I made it the last straw. And then I tried to stay away from her. She kept trying to go up to me, try to talk to me and all that shit. And then later she got me in trouble because she thought I was going around calling her a whore. And then she tried to talk to me again, and I went to the principal's office and told them to tell her to leave me alone because I'm not trying to get in trouble by her. But the crazy thing about it, if I was really like that, and motherfuckers keep thinking that I'm really like that, and I'm not, I will never do that to anybody in my motherfucking life. That shit is fucking weird. I was just role playing as a serial killer, and because Eminem was doing it, DMX was doing it, like a lot of these rappers were doing it, Tyler was doing it. I will never do that to anybody in this bitch. And it's crazy because she still tried to talk to me. She added me on social media. I didn't get it. I was like, wait, you went and told everybody I was going to do that shit to you, but you still trying to be around me. So I didn't know. I even told the teacher about it. I was like, yo, she's still trying to talk to me and get near me. She was like, okay, just don't get near her. I'm like, oh, but people always try to twist my words. They always try to twist my words. I always get blamed for everything. I remember when I was in 12th grade, I almost got kicked out of school because this one bitch and a couple other people thought I was going to shoot up the school, but all I did was post on Snapchat saying stop bullying fucking kids before they shoot up the fucking school. Because my friend who was getting bullied, he had this new jacket, and these niggas, they threw ink at it, like pen ink, and messed up his new jacket, and he always get picked on, and so that's why I posted that. And this one bitch wanted to twist my words saying, oh, I'm associated to school shooting and shit. And the crazy thing about it, some kid was getting bullied to the point that he was talking about shooting up a school, and he thought I was his fucking friend. I never said I was gonna shoot up no fucking school. Why the fuck would I shoot up a fucking school? That shit's fucking retarded. I'd rather beat y'all niggas the fuck up than do that shit. And I never understand school shooters. Nobody's gonna feel sympathy when y'all do that shit. That shit is fucking weird and stupid. Success is the best revenge. I'd rather get money and be more talented than these motherfuckers. And most of the motherfuckers who were making fun of me ain't gonna become shit in life anyway. So why the fuck do I give a fuck about what the fuck they fucking think? I know I can act crazy and say crazy shit, but I was just saying crazy shit so people can leave me the fuck alone. And I don't need to do that shit. I got motherfucking cousins. I got family members that will put you on the motherfucking shirt, so it don't even fucking matter. But at the end of the motherfucking day, all the shit that people used to say about me is not fucking true. And I know me more than they know me. Really, like, I know me more than they can know me and shit like that. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, and anybody can suck my motherfucking dick, because I'm not like that, and I will never be like that. I'm here to get money and make music and become a fucking legend. A horror fucking legend in this bitch. My past don't define me. It never fucking did. Literally, like, so many people in my high school was coming up to me saying, why are you getting kicked out of school? All you just said was stop bullying before kids shoot up the school and shit like that. I don't know why you're getting kicked out of school. We know you're not like that, Rod. Even this other girl, like, literally send me a video saying, like, yeah, you said some real ass shit, Rod. Kids need to stop bullying and shit like that. And I don't know why I got almost kicked. I don't know why I almost got kicked out of school, but whoever the people snitched on me, suck my fucking dick, though. But I'm over that shit. Because at the end of the day, I'm focused on my dreams and I'm focused on getting money and shit like that. I know I'm not like that. Action speaks louder than words. Y'all motherfuckers be watching actors and actresses role play as serial killers, right? And all that other shit. But then you motherfuckers see a rapper like me. Y'all automatically think I really want to do that shit in real fucking life. Y'all motherfuckers are dumb as shit, bro. I'm focused on getting money and focusing on my fucking dream. I'm gonna get bitches anyway, regardless, my nigga. Y'all can suck my fucking dick, bro. For real. Y'all some goofy ass little bitches. Y'all some suburban. Y'all get so scared so fucking easily, but I'm over that shit though. I'm getting money. I love doing what I do. I love making music. I love making horror films. That's who I am. I'm not creepy. I'm fucking spooky. I don't give a fuck if anybody thinks I'm weird. I love myself. This is who I am. And I'll never change for anybody. I don't give a fuck who it is, bro. I love myself. And I know myself more than anybody knows me. My past don't define me. I'm an artist. And I'm the best fucking at it. And I love doing music because
that's who I am. That feels good to me. I want to make the 12-year-old at my nan's watching TV on a Saturday night feeling safe. I wanted to make that same 12-year-old feel safe on stage. I'm a fucking entertainer. It might be cabaret, but it's a world-class cabaret, and I'm the fucking best at it. Fuck yourselves.
who are you?
Meanwhile, some Chechen kid not yet on the news is filling a crock pot up with gunpowder and screws, dreaming of running away and joining a terrorist group. Oh, God bless the godless American youth. No amount of protest or gun reform is gonna defuse his massive homemade bomb. So pucker up and kiss it. You see this gorgeous ass, well, you're gonna fucking miss it.